we're gonna go take a look inside and see what really makes a Miele a Miele. So your bag door is right here, just lifts up naturally. You'll see you can push this all the way up and it will lock in place. Okay, so what do we see in the front here? The bag. The bag is one of the things that makes Miele really, really special. You'll see that there's two things to this. As far as the anatomy of the vacuum cleaner itself goes, this belly right here, see how nice and clean that is? Yeah, it's going to stay that way. That's very important because the bags that Miele uses are such high filtration and they're sealed off so well and have such a nice, tight, and firm fit into this system that they don't leak like other vacuums do. So this belly should always stay very, very clean. This system, I'm going to teach you how to change your bag and how to do it right because it's so easy, but it makes everything fit nice and tightly and perfectly so none of that nasty dust that you're trying so hard to get out of your house goes any place it shouldn't be. So this right here is the bag docking station. You'll see it's kind of spring-loaded. It makes it easy, as you saw, to take the bag out so you can lift up and pull out at a better angle for yourself. But it's spring-loaded, and it's got what I call these little wings on it. These little wings are resting, you can see. There's little tabs. See that right there? There's a little tab inside the rim of the belly here. And when this comes down all together, see how this fits firmly? Firmly. That's very important. I make note of this because I've seen a couple people, don't ask me why, but they have decided to wrestle these wings below the tabs. I can't even do it. Okay, see how that's now floppy? No, that's not right. Don't do that. But that's what those tabs are for, to keep everything secure, and the wings rest firmly on that. I use them also as leverage because as we're going to do our bag, every bag has this nice collar on it. By the way, they do color code them. So the C3 series takes a size GN. That fits nice and firmly into this collar, goes straight in until these little arrows line up, and we just tuck it away. Okay? So you can hang on to these little wings if it helps you to give you leverage to put it in, but it certainly helps when you're trying to take it out. All right? So just practice that a couple times, and you can see how nicely that fits in. Very, very firm. As the dirt goes in, when the door comes down, the tube's going to open up this opening in the bag so all the dirt can fly inside there. There's a gasket around it to make sure that that is sealed 100%, and your dirt's going to fly in here. These fill very, very effectively. They fill out kind of like a pillow. The material isn't crazy, crazy thick, right? Like 9 layers, which means that there's more surface area for all that really finite dust to, as it might miss one layer, to get trapped in the next. Large particle and debris like hair, dog hair, cat hair, carpet fiber, but just larger particles are just going to rest on the inside surface of this bag, and just the air is going to move through them very, very nicely. Some of the tiny stuff will get trapped in these pores, and so that there's very, very, very minimal material escaping. Okay, that's very important. The interval for changing these bags is about once a month. It's very, very average. Average usage for a vacuum cleaner is about an hour a week cumulatively. You might do 20 minutes here and 20 minutes there, whatever. You might do it all in one shot. There are some households that are laughing at me because they vacuum way more than that, and that's okay. You got the right machine for it. But still, keep in mind that the average is about an hour a week. So with that, these bags will usually last about an entire month, even with lots and lots of pet hair. Again, this bag is going to fill up and pillow out and take the shape of this belly cavity. Just watch it though. If your house is not so fibrous but very dusty, your bag may never get really fat. But again, those pores we talked about are going to have reached their limit, and the bag won't be able to breathe well. Remember the indicator? You might see a little bit of orange coming over into the viewfinder telling you your suction's diminished and it's probably time. So, but the way to check it, and this is my tip for you, especially when this is brand new, is to watch this first bag like a hawk. The first one is probably going to go a lot more quickly than a month. Don't panic. Don't feel like you're going to go broke buying bags every week. No. Once you reach homeostasis, I call it, you will find the average for your home, and it's going to be a lot longer than that. okay? But your first times using the vacuum cleaner, vacuum after maybe a couple days, do go in, take a peek, and check your bag. By checking it, I just want you to like feel it. You can just kind of feel in here and see, wow, no, I still got a lot of room there. Eventually, it's going to kind of be like filling this space, and you're like, oh, there's no more room. It's got to go. So again, on average, about a month, or by when it's full, you're seeing indication. Certain things, like if you happen to pick up a lot of food crumbs, like, you know, doggy kibble, whatever, certain things are going to break down quicker than other substances, especially protein-based stuff, and they're going to smell. So the bag has contained that, so once it does get to that point, it's out of here. But picking up certain things like that might cause odors, but after about a month, especially if as you start pushing to 2 months, those odors are going to accumulate because this is hermetically sealed, and those things are decaying. So that's the whole point of a bag, so you can take it out and get rid of all of that and start fresh. If you have dogs and cats, more so dogs, with the oiliness and the smell that naturally happens in their fur, that's all going to be accumulating in here. If you find you're having a hard time with odors, by all means, maybe change your bag a little sooner, a few days earlier than a month, or whenever you feel it starts to just get a little overripe. Okay, so again, you can feel that, and there's other ways to tell by your suction indication, or maybe, like I said, by smells. So when it has come time for change that bag, again, we hold on to the little wing, give it a tug straight out, and remove it. What you'll see behind the bag is there's another little trap door with a handle. This opens up, and inside of it is just a thin filter, and this is called a pre-motor filter. It is included in your boxes of bags. There's actually 2 filters inside of those packages, and I'll show you that in a second. But what you're going to do, now not every bag, but every 4 bags or every new package, you're going to fish this little filter out of the box. You're going to cut it down to size and place it back in this door and close it away. Okay, now it should never look very dirty. But trust me, it has finite dust, it has some bacteria on it. You do want to get rid of it. If you look in here again and, you know, this cavity's dirty and that filter has debris on it, that means at some point you messed up with the bag. It wasn't in all the way or something like that. And so again, we want to get that cleaned out. But otherwise, when this is all together, this is your primary filtration system. Very important. They make a really good team. Okay, so this is layer 1, layer 2, and then next we're going to talk about this big guy here, the exhaust filter. Just want to give you a quick refresher about the bags and how they come. When you walk into our store, what you're going to look for is this package. The C3 series takes the largest Miele bags. They are the size GN. If you can't remember that, you can remember blue. See how everything's color-coded inside? And the packages also have this cool little square that you can punch out and bring in with you. If you can't remember any of that, that's okay. But otherwise, your standard package has 4 bags in it. And inside that package, they also include 2 filters. Now, for you, if you're running with the model, because they all come with some kind of either HEPA or charcoal filter, this smooth filter, the one that says AirClean on it, this one is going to be obsolete to you. It is an alternative to one of these high density exhaust filters, and a lot of your older models or entry-level models will come packaged with this downgraded filter used in combination with a spacer cage that comes down and like holds it in place so that it doesn't fly around. So for you, I don't care. Swiffer with it, dust with it, but don't put it in the vacuum anywhere. The only one of interest to you is this scratchier feeling one. This is that pre-motor filter, and it comes in a sheet like this, again, because these bags fit a lot of models, so they make it universal material, so you can, like, you know, whatever model you have, you can cut it to the right size. What I like to do is just take my old filter and just line it up. Then I can take my scissor and just cut it. If you don't want to follow the lines that are on there, you can just cut it to size. But again, you're only going to change this every 4 bags. If you overchange it, that's fine. It doesn't hurt anything. But it's not good to not change it enough, okay? So that's how those come. And keep in mind that Miele also does have new ways that you can buy your bags and your HEPA filters in bulk and save quite a bit. Look for this as an 8-pack, an XL pack, or a value pack. It'll have 8 bags in there, which saves you a few bucks. And they do also have XL allergy packs that include a HEPA filter, which saves you even more. And the greatest savings is on what they call the performance pack. It's a big guy with 16 bags and the HEPA filter. That's a year's supply of bags. You don't have to be running around for bags anymore. And again, that HEPA filter is included.